Hello and welcome to the second video in the series where we will discuss a few of the nuances behind the LANDFIRE 2023 Disturbance product suite. In the first video, we took you behind the scenes and showed what a day in the life of a disturbance mapper was like. In this video, we will explain how our production team modified the LANDFIRE 2023 release schedule to provide earlier annual disturbance products to the LANDFIRE community. We'll discuss the differences between the three disturbance products: limited disturbance, preliminary disturbance, and the third and final disturbance product called annual disturbance. And finally, we'll discuss LANDFIRE's severity products. If you like this video and want more explanatory videos like it, let us know in the comments below. Also, check out the links in the description for a set of disturbance-related documents. These will help you as you watch this video. From 2012 through 2020, LANDFIRE typically provided disturbance products every 2 years. But recently, we've made some changes. Because of improvements in high-performance computing and access to new imagery, we reconstructed our image processing and mapping routines and incorporated new ways to improve our disturbance products and delivery. Let's take a closer look. We now produce a new product called Limited Disturbance, or LDIST for short. This LDIST product is released in January. LDIST is a CONUS-wide dataset built from the previous year's management and treatment event boundaries submitted directly to LANDFIRE. LDIST also includes data that has been pulled from available fire program data portals across the web. You might be wondering, submitted by whom and what data portals? Well, U.S. fire programs and partners of record keep track of disturbances and treatments on their respective management units. All the entities on the screen you see here represent groups that have submitted disturbance event data to LANDFIRE directly. The fire programs that provide data to LANDFIRE include MTBS, BARC, and Ravage. Together, these data serve as a primary component of the disturbance product suite. Check out the video on the screen to learn more about the importance of submitting disturbance records to LANDFIRE. One thing to note about this new product called LDIST is that, unlike previous annual disturbance products, LDIST disturbance events are not assigned a severity based on changes between pre- and post-image composites. Rather, LDIST disturbance severity is assigned according to the event type using a lookup table. However, if the data comes from a fire program, then severity information comes pre-assigned. We'll talk a little bit more about severity at the end of this video, so be sure to watch to the end. Finally, the January release date for LDIST is useful because many natural resource managers need access to early disturbance data to propose treatments and make plans for the upcoming fire season. The next new LANDFIRE disturbance product to emerge with the LF 2023 release is called Preliminary Disturbance, or PDIST. PDIST is the equivalent of the past annual disturbance products. It contains fire program data, individually submitted data, and remote sensing-based change data detected by the LANDFIRE disturbance mapping team. PDIST is released by geo area in the order shown here, with the final 4 CONUS layers being released at the same time. The staggered release schedule can be seen at the link in the description below. The third and final disturbance is simply titled Annual Disturbance, or DIST for short. It is released in the last quarter of the calendar year. DIST is different from PDIST because it is released all at once and includes one final opportunity for folks to submit their management activities that occurred during the previous fiscal year. If we're using LANDFIRE 2023 as the example product here, the federal fiscal year we're referencing would be October 1, 2022 through September 30th, 2023. We recognize this might be a little confusing, so let's take an example from the delivery schedule for LANDFIRE 2023 to bring this concept to life. Say you're a national forest fire manager and you conducted a prescribed burn on your landscape in July 2023, but you didn't have time to upload the burn information to LANDFIRE or to your agency's fire data portal. You might be thinking you're out of luck if you want this information captured in the LANDFIRE 2023 annual disturbance product. But the reality is, if you had sent the data to LANDFIRE or submitted the information to the data portal before June 1st, 2024, your burn information would have been included in the annual disturbance product set to release in the last quarter of the calendar year. So to review for releases going forward, if events occur between October 1 and September 30th of the previous year, they can still be included in the final annual disturbance product if they are uploaded by June 1st. It's important to note that these late submitted events after November will be included in the final annual disturbance product, but will not be reflected in the veg and fuels products until the coming year's release. Before moving on to severity, we're going to show an example of the progression of these 3 disturbance products and how they are displayed near the city of Bend, Oregon. This image depicts LDIST, representing event disturbances reported prior to November 1st in red. LDIST is the initial disturbance product released in January. PDIST encompasses all the disturbances we saw in LDIST, along with newly detected disturbances identified through satellite-based change detection methods and fire program data. These newly detected events are highlighted in green. PDIST data is released incrementally by geographic area, with the final releases occurring from late summer through fall. DIST is the most comprehensive of our 3 disturbance products. It includes all data from PDIST, along with events submitted between November 1st and May 31st. These newly added events are depicted in yellow. By offering disturbance products released at various times throughout the year, we aim to provide users with flexibility in selecting the most suitable product for their specific needs. However, it's essential to be aware of the differences between each product. Now let's take a moment to talk about LANDFIRE's severity data, which is contained within LANDFIRE's disturbance products. For disturbances derived from image composite data, disturbance severity is assigned based on changes between pre-disturbance and post-disturbance images. This method is also used to assign severity to events for PDIST and DIST products. Any disturbance data provided by fire program partners includes pre-assigned severity information. As such, LANDFIRE uses that severity information as it is delivered. So let's take a look at this in action. This disturbance represents a wildfire that burned along the Oregon-California border in 2023. This disturbance was provided by the Monitoring Trends in Burn Severity program. MTBS data is based on pre- and post-fire imagery. The green color represents no burn to low burn severity. The cyan color represents low severity. Yellow is medium severity, and red is high severity. We can see here from the image composite the differences in how the landscape appears. And toggling between the imagery and the severity data, we're able to see how severity varies within the burn boundary. As a reminder, severity was pre-assigned by MTBS, and LANDFIRE creates the final disturbance products based on these data. In the last example, we're going to take a look at a 2021 natural disaster where an EF4 tornado moved across western Kentucky, resulting in a significant path of destruction. LANDFIRE detected this tornado as a weather event, as you can see here in the final annual disturbance layer. Severity was assigned by LANDFIRE using the pre-disturbance and post-disturbance imagery. The half-mile wide path that the tornado took can be seen here, and as we zoom in and toggle between the imagery and severity data, we can see how LANDFIRE's severity product captures the nuances in disturbance intensity, with red depicting high severity disturbance, orange depicting medium severity, and yellow depicting low severity. We hope this video has been helpful in explaining the features included in the new LANDFIRE disturbance releases, as well as describing how severity data is derived. If you missed the first video in the series, click on the link on the screen to get caught up. And in the meantime, make sure to subscribe to our monthly newsletter to stay up to date on all things LANDFIRE.